Hi, I'm Mike here with Studio 35's video review of Bloober Team's The Medium. Will it stand as a memorable psychological horror, or should you give it a miss? Let's find out. With over 10 million customers enjoying more than $200 million in savings on video games since 2013, Kinguin is just the ticket you need with our link. The Medium is a new horror game that truly shows off what the next-gen Xbox hardware is capable of. Gamers all over the world were excited to try this game out because of its unique story and beautiful visuals. Now that it's finally out, it seems like the game truly delivered, and fans of the horror genre are absolutely satisfied. Let us take a closer look at all the different aspects of The Medium that make it an interesting and must-play title. Gameplay. On the surface, The Medium just looks like an average third-person perspective horror game that adds nothing new to the genre. However, this game does not play out like any other horror game. The Medium is a cinematic game that uses different camera angles to provide us with a very in-depth and intricate experience. Every room you enter changes your perspective in the game. These changing perspectives really help this story-driven title to accurately express its bone-chilling tale. Like most horror games, The Medium is not really an action title. This is a puzzle game that makes you use your deduction skills again and again in order to progress in the story. The puzzles in this game are unlike anything we've seen before in the genre. The Medium adds complexity to these puzzles by introducing two different worlds that the player has to control simultaneously. One is the real world, and the other one is the spirit world, and the protagonist is able to interact with both of these spaces. These worlds can be described as mirror worlds as they are not really that different from each other. Your actions in one world greatly affect your well-being in the other world. You must look for clues in both of these worlds at the same time in order to solve the intricate puzzles. The protagonist also has an ability that lets her have an out-of-body experience, and it really helps her along the journey. As we said, The Medium is not an action game. However, it is still a thrilling adventure. There are many chase sequences in the game that will make your heart race. One thing we can't help but adore regarding this title is that The Medium does not just rely on cheap jump scares like every other horror game. By maintaining its grim and unique atmosphere, this game slowly starts to get horrifying as you keep on playing. Visuals. The visuals of this game are unlike anything we've seen before in the genre of horror. The Medium fully utilizes the powerful hardware of the Xbox Series X as it creates two different worlds at the same time. Both of these worlds are the polar opposites of each other, and they have been designed with extreme attention to detail. The beautiful camera angles also help these visuals pop out by getting you immersed. While the game does not really look as visually appealing as something like Assassin's Creed Valhalla or Demon's Souls, it still manages to provide you with a next-gen horror experience unlike any other. From hoodies to hats and mugs to pillows, make a statement in style at the Studio 35 merch store. Get 10% off your first order by visiting our link in the description. Story and characters. Like we said before, The Medium is a story-driven game. The plot of this game showcases the journey of Mary Ann, a powerful medium who is able to travel to the spirit world and interact with the beings of the other world. Mary Ann goes to the Niwa Hotel in search of a man named Thomas Rekovich. The man told her that if she is able to find and help him, he will give her the answers she needs regarding her powers and past. The story of The Medium does not disappoint as it is filled to the brim with tons of exciting twists and turns. The story is quite intricate, and the game does a pretty good job at explaining it. All the major plot points get beautifully narrated by Mary Ann as the player progresses in the game, and you don't really have to work very hard in order to understand what's happening. Speaking of Mary Ann, we can't really review a beautiful psychological game like The Medium without talking about its brilliant cast of characters. Mary Ann is the main character, and it's her story that the game exclusively focuses on. You will slowly get emotionally attached to this girl as you keep on playing. The main antagonist in the story will also make your overall experience many times better. The Maw is a sinister and unpredictable being that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Conclusion. Is The Medium a masterpiece? No, it definitely does not deserve this legendary title. However, it is still something that every fan of the psychological genre will love and admire. The game has a unique and new concept that gets presented in the most beautiful and breathtaking way. And that was Studio 35's video review of The Medium. Are you planning on purchasing this psychological horror game? Do you think The Medium is a worthy title? And while you're here, why don't you like this video as it makes our content more visible? And if you like what we do here and you do want to catch future content, you can subscribe to the channel. Sharing this video across all your favorite social media platforms is also extremely highly appreciated by our team. Real life is boring. Why don't you become a tycoon or a movie star in Second Life using our link?